All right, Virgo, here we go. As the soulmate energies update for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus for August 2022. And it's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. Virgo, I've been telling you for a while, in your weekly readings, you've got new energy around you. You've got a great energy. It's attracting, it's nice. If you don't believe that it's attracting, that's part of the problem. Energy, the environmental energy around you is good. How you react to that determines how much power it has. So keep that in mind. That's why I keep telling you, have some faith. You're showing up here in my pre-shuffle. When I asked the universe to give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Virgo for August 2022, I get the Queen of Pentacles. You're the shit. This is your energy attached to this, and it is unreal. It's attracting, it's soul nurturing, it's nice, it's fabulous. I would kill to be a Virgo at the moment. Okay, this energy, it's somehow attached itself to you. It's like the universe doing you a favor. All right, so I'm going to run through this pre-shuffle, and then I'm going to ask you if you want me to continue the reading or not, because sometimes stuff goes to shit. But I've got I've got the the Queen of Pentacles. You're the shit. It's crossed by the Hanged Man. It leads to a Knight of Cups. Okay, just these three cards alone. Something that's felt stuck, something that hasn't been happening, a period of nothing happening, is about to see someone or something, either or, approaching you. Okay? But this is life-changing. Okay? Right here, it frees you. It liberates you. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a Knight of Cups, by the way. Nine of Pentacles. It liberates you from a block. Something from the past, the Six of Cups, that sort of blocked you, that messed with your head a little bit. We'll put it that way. Okay? And it leads to 10 Pentacles. Right? It has something to do with a soulmate, so I believe it's a someone. Right? Two of Cups. And it could lead to 4 Wands. 4 Wands of energy is bookending the Queen of Pentacles for you. This is the star pre-shuffle of the August reads so far. It really is. I almost hate to continue this reading, but the universe seems to want to talk about you, because, and why would it do that? Well, the reason it would do that is because I think a lot of you, a good number of you, are hindering this energy a bit, and the universe wants me to help you straighten that out. Okay? That said, you're the shit. A period of nothing happening is about to see something happening that's going to liberate you from something from the past that's blocked you, that's held you back. It's going to lead to 10 Pentacles if you allow it. It's a soul connection, could be a contract, but for most of you it's a soul connection, and the 4 Wands is right there. It's something very stable, something very solid, a very solid, stable new beginning. All right? For the energy that is the Queen of Pentacles right now. It's very powerful. It's very good energy around you. And the cards keep backing it up every time I pull on you. Whether it's your runner soulmate coming back or a new one, I suspect for most of you, it's someone completely new, but the lessons you learned from that soulmate connection, from that runner, the one that messed with your head, are going to be important. Right? It could be that what we talk about in the singles reads, that brown dwarf. Well, let me tell you something, that outer soulmate, that other deep soul connection that's lingering out there, right? Always blocked by your other one because it's a lot more powerful in your mind, in your soul. It's there. It just keeps going round and round. But that person, that particular soulmate, and the soulmate that came up in that pre-shuffle, isn't going to touch you with a 10-foot pole if you're still fucked up over somebody who ran from you. Because that energy, as I read it here, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, has their shit together. They're fully cooked. You need to be fully cooked when they arrive. So make sure you learn your lessons from the runner, whether the runner comes back or not. Don't let anything mess with your head, because the energy around you is trying to clear that, so that something else can come in, and the energy is ripe for it. You have a very attracting energy around you. All right, I'm shuffling the deck right now as I'm talking. I just want you to know all this stuff, because sometimes it's hard to believe, especially if with that Hanged Man there, it tells me for a lot of you nothing's been happening. You're getting discouraged or whatever. I don't know. Don't. That's not. The environmental energy requires your participation. All right, card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? 5 Wands. See, the universe thinks you're hindering things a bit. It's still all you. It's still all you here. Okay, I know something's coming in, but that's not the energy I'm getting. 5 Wands is nonsense. Stop telling yourself nonsense. Okay, stop it. It's not happening. It's slowing things down. Environmental energy requires your participation. Your environmental energy is A+. Awesome. Very attracting. Right? Take a look around when you go out. Have confidence in that. Yeah, if you think someone's checking you out, I think they probably are. Right here, the 7 of Pentacles is the card after the cut. Just put the 5 Wands down. Get out of your head. This backs up my energy read that I was talking while I was shuffling. Talking through. Everything you learned from the past is going to benefit you here. All right? Whatever the hell is coming towards you, it's something that leads to 10 Pentacles. And I had both the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. That's the complete picture. That's the complete road. It starts with the 4 of Wands and it leads to the 10 of Pentacles. It's nice. But you gotta help that environmental energy out. And the way you help it out is through having some faith in it. But also looking back, learning the lessons from that runner. Something messed with your head. I saw that in the pre-shuffle too. 2 of Swords crossed by 6 Cups. Something fucked with your head. This energy is trying to release that. You're fighting it a little bit, whether you realize it or not. All right, so keep that in mind. There we go. Everything I've already said. Now I'm going to do your reading a little different because the universe wants to talk about you. I'm going to do it Cure for Cancer style. 5 cards from the bottom, the environmental energy, and 4 cards up top, which are either what's going on in the 3D or what you should be doing or what you are doing or what's coming. Okay? But I want to get a bigger picture of this environmental energy. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Virgo, universe, for August 2022. Let's see where we go here. All right, let's take a look. All right, we got your reading. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles. The environmental energy around you is being slowed down. It's solid. It's good. My energy read is tight here. All right, but something's slowing it down. Let's move this out of the way with 5 cards from the bottom. The Moon. You might not be able to pick up on it. That's why. That 5 of Wands that was there tells me that a lot of you are in your head about it, even just a little bit. It only takes a drop of doubt to ruin confidence, right? Just think about it in 3D terms. You know, if you're confident, you got to play that part, even if you're pretending to be confident. You got to have some faith and some confidence in the energy around you. There's a lot coming up here that you can't see. There's a lot happening underneath the scenes. And in fact, you can see it because I just showed it to you in the pre-shuffle. All right? I did. Rewind, watch it again. It's there. It's all happening under the surface in the energy. The Hierophant, oh, it's not the Hierophant. It might as well be. It's the Hermit. It's my center card here. Same difference either way. All right? You're an old soul. It's an energy of Virgo. You're center in the universe right now. You're center in your own environmental energy. It's inner wisdom. It's there. Your soul is wide awake. It's awake and it's got its lamp and it's walking down the hall trying to stumble its way to the kitchen after having its head messed up pretty good by something. Right? 2 of Pentacles. Again, why are you slowing it down? You're slowing it down because you're thinking too much. Stop it. All right? Round and round and round. Round and round. This also tells me you're going to have some options. And I know that because the Death card is here. There's a rebirth about to happen for you. There's something, the old is dying. You're slowing it down a little bit through 5 Wands. The secret is make sure you learn the lessons from your past. Make sure you learn the lessons that you learned. And I show you the 6th card. It's not part of the 5 here in the environmental, but the 6th card is the King of Cups. You do all that, this transformation that's happening, right? Slowly but surely happening underneath the scenes. It requires you to be awake, which you kind of are here, and to make your decisions, to make decisions with confidence. That transition, that rebirth has to do a lot with love, with how you love, right? Well, if nothing else, what you learn from the runner is how you love, how you give it, who you're willing to give it to, right? Know that. Someone who's coming at you, and I feel that energy, who's got their shit together. People with their shit together don't dig people that are all messed up and crazy. They go home and tell them, because I always had my shit together when I used to date back before I got married. And I remember going home and telling my roommates about a lot of crazy people I had dinner with or went out with. You know, a lot of people that just spent the whole night whining and complaining, nobody wants that. Nobody who already has their shit together wants that. They don't want to be your therapist or your counselor. They want to be your partner. That's that Two of Cups that we saw in the pre-shuffle. It's someone who's a real partner coming your way as well. All right, our reading's on the flip. Take the advice, don't take the advice. Believe that the energy's around you or don't. But you're not going to be able to see it for most of you. Some of you, it's already there. It's already present. But for a good number of you, even with those people where they already know that the change is happening, there's still more to come. All right? But environmental energy requires your participation. So if you don't think it's there, if you're one of those people, that's your fucking problem. That's why it's not there. It's kind of a bit of a paradox, a little bit. Right? You got to believe in it for it to be there. It's there anyway. If you don't believe in it, then you just won't benefit from it. You'll keep slowing it down and you'll keep arguing it. All right? Just be confident. Life is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be happy. It's true. You are. All the universe is energy. It just tries to balance energy. Balanced energy to you is happiness. Hence, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be balanced. You have great energy around you. But it's trying. It's backed by the universe itself. It's getting slowed down a little bit. Let's go. 4 cards up top here. Queen of Swords. Sun. 3 of Wands. Jesus Christ, you're right on the edge of the happiest card in the deck. Happiness. You're right on the edge. It's right there. What's bookending the Queen of Swords? The 6 of Swords. Put down the sword. You're slowing it down by sitting on your throne, thinking too much. There's still clouds in the sky in this Witch's Tarot here. Still clouds in the sky there. And it's because you're hindering the energy in some way. It's still moving forward. You're still moving into calmer waters. It's still what I would call gray feather energy. Gray feather is calmer times to come. It's a sign from the universe, and I myself have been seeing gray feathers everywhere. Jesus, I can't stop seeing them. It is not a common feather to see. There's only a few birds that are gray, for fuck's sake. It's right there. You know, it's moving on. You're right on the edge of it. All right, let's clarify. Let's see here. Now we'll find out why you're right on the edge of it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So that's the energy around you. That's what the universe wanted you to know. And that 5 of Wands in my little lecture is what the universe also wanted you to know. That's it. Take it for what it's worth. But again, if you're a doubting Thomas, if you're sitting out there going, my life is shit, Steve, and I'm messed up over that person, and that person ran, and you're not talking about them, so you're an asshole, and all that kind of stuff, fine. But you're the problem. You're your own problem by doing that. Remember this. Environmental energy, no matter how good it is around you, requires your participation. If it's bad, it requires you to turn it around. If it's good, it requires you to participate. Like energy attracts like energy. Opposite energy repels. That said, if you're negative in a positive environment, this is what you get. And that negative can only just be a little bit. It only takes a drop of doubt. That's it. Just be cool. Why is this Queen of Swords here? Let's shuffle. We're going to clarify with the little light seer deck. See what we get here. All right. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Now maybe we'll find out about some incoming stuff for you here as we go a little deeper. All right, let's see. Let's see where we go. Virgo readings and Aquarius readings are always very unique. I always get you guys. You're both the ones on some major spiritual shit. You're the ones who's got some crazy changes coming. You know, both of those. Aquarius, Virgo, it's crazy. All right, let's see here. Queen of Swords. Tell me about it. Yeah, look at that. See, I got a 3 here. I got a 3 here. I got 3 cups crossing it. Yeah. There's a third energy coming towards you. The environmental energy it's already there. It could be your runner soulmate. It could be something new. I feel more like it's something new. I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to believe it's that runner, that's fine. But I think what the universe is trying to say here is that runner is more for you to learn from. I'm not saying they're not coming back and you won't bang them. That's fine. I'm just saying they're a lesson for you to prepare you for something else more than anything else. Okay? Take it for what it's worth. That's what the energy is saying. There is a third energy coming towards you, but it requires you to be emotionally open, to be together, to not be a fucking mess. Okay? Over that. There's a lesson in the runner for you. Something about it. There's something for you to take away from it. It has to do with how you give and receive love. Alright? Which could be just as simple as, I don't give love where I don't get at least close to an equal amount back. If somebody runs, fine, bye. I move on. Why? Because I'm the shit. Okay? It could be as simple as that. Realize that. And as soon as you realize that, you speed up all of this energy that's around you. And if it's already upon you, you make it more powerful. Something's coming in, but what's required in the environment is cups. This is the easy way to paraphrase. What's happening in the environment is swords. Okay? How you're behaving in the environmental energy is swordsy a little bit. All right, keep that in mind. A little cold, a little detached. It's fine. You might be protecting yourself. I don't know. And you might not even realize you're doing that. There's about 1,000 Virgos that shut off the video right there when I said that. No, that's not me. I'm being very cupsy. Really? Well, I know they're already gone, but they just proved they were swordsy by shutting off the video and claiming they were being cupsy. That's not cupsy. Cupsy is empathy. It's emotion. It's about, well, it's about at least considering that I might be right. You know, before you go acting rash, acting cold and detached and shut it off. This guy sucks. I'm never coming back to this channel. Well, bye. Okay. But that reaction is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, you are behaving in the environmental energy and slowing it down. By that. Just by that. Even if you had that thought and left the video on. That's swordsy. The environmental energy requires cups. 3, very powerful number in the universe, the flow of emotion. Feel it. All right, what's on top here? Knight of Cups. Cups, cups, cups. Something's coming towards you. You can't see it yet. There's still some clouds in the sky, and a lot of you don't want to believe that's true, and that's the problem. If you believe it, that's fine. Try to be open emotionally to this energy, to the environmental energy around you, and believe that something's coming towards you. Why is the Knight of Cups here? 9 of Pentacles. It's saying the same thing that the pre-shuffle is saying. It's saying that something's coming towards you, someone who's going to free you, liberate you. This is the exact order I think they were in. I think the 9 of Pentacles was under the Knight of Cups. It's exactly the same order as the pre-shuffle from another deck. And how you're behaving in the environmental energy, which is what these 4 cards are, in part, is swordsy. Okay? Queen of Swords. A little cold, a little detached. Just open up. Open up to the energy. The environmental energy requires your participation. This shit's been coming at you for a while. If it's still not here, if you're still not seeing it, ask yourself why. Because the universe is saying you're the one slowing it down. Just because we can't see, faith is about believing in things we can't see. I keep telling you, have some faith in that energy. You know it's there. Your soul knows it's there. It's wide awake. All right? So stop overthinking it. Chill. Death is trying to happen. Death of the past. Death of the way you used to love, because we know the King of Cups comes after that. All right. Let's space these out a little bit so I got some room. Move the witches over a little bit. Let's pull on the Sun, which is coming soon to a Virgo near you. The Sun. Why is the Sun here? It's unreal. You know, I like it when the universe has a specific message. I know that some people don't. We'll find out more in that 3 of Wands as to what's coming towards you, I'm sure. But let's see here. The Sun. Why is the Sun here? Yep. It's about illumination, right? The Sun illuminates things. There's one of the things that's coming at you is an energetic thing. It's very soon you're about to have a realization that's going to move you on to calmer waters. Okay? Again, backing up the entire fucking energy read. Crossing the Sun is the 7 of Pentacles. The very card that was after the cut, after the 5 of Wands. Right? You're going to realize something. Those lessons from the past are taking root. They're going to serve you with what's coming your way with this Knight of Cups, which is going to liberate you from the past, from something that's blocked you. right? You're gonna, maybe it is your runner soulmate. Maybe you're gonna find out something it's gonna make you happy. Maybe you find out that you dodged a bullet. Maybe you find out that they loved you after all and you live happily ever after. It's gonna vary for all of you. Or maybe it's somebody new coming in, which I feel is most of you. It's somebody brand new who's not gonna, if you haven't learned the lesson, if you approach them all Queen of Swordsy, they're not gonna be that interested. No more than I was when I used to go on a date and the girl just sat there all night and talked about all the shit that's wrong with her life and how shitty her life is and my life sucks and my ex did this and my ex did that. God, I didn't even want to bang her, and that's saying a lot for a 25-year-old man. A 25-year-old man, no different than a 14-year-old boy. They walk around with a boner all goddamn day. We want to fuck something. So if, and there were plenty that I didn't even want to touch just because they depressed the shit out of me. They were a mess. That being said, I'm not saying you are that person. I hope the fuck you're not. The past is going to serve you. It's right here. Something from the past is about to be illuminated for you. King of Swords. And it's going to cause you to move on. The King of Swords, the King of Truth. He takes action. He really does. It's all about communication, this King of Swords. It's really strange, all the birds and bats and things around. He holds Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. It's basically saying the same thing. Why is the King of Swords here? King of Cups. Yeah, it's the same thing I already said. All the energy was around the Seven of Pentacles crossing the sun. It's just backing it up. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is discernment, right? It's someone's coming your way. Something is coming your way that's either worth giving love to or that teaches you need to adjust how you give love. Either way, it's a good thing to learn. The most philosophically speaking, learning why we love, okay? Why we love. It's a very important thing to understand about yourself, all right? And I know a lot of people aren't good at philosophy because every time I say that on video, I get some ridiculous tweets. Why love is to this or why love is to that. And it's all very superficial when they say that. You got to go deeper. You got to go down rabbit holes. Why do you love? What does love mean to you? What is it? Be honest with yourself. All right? It's going to vary for all of you. But it's not just the superficial answer of I love because I get horny. I love because I need someone near me. Well, if you love because you need someone near you, you don't like to be alone, that's something for you to look at. Because you shouldn't need, you should want to love. This is about discernment. Anyway, you're going to find those lessons from the past will enlighten you. Or you're going to find out something from someone. Why is the Three of Wands here? Tell me about the Three of Wands. So, all I get off it is very soon. It's crossing the sun. Here in my reading. Why is the Three of Wands here? Alright. Okay. Jesus. Very soon. This is like the pre-shuffle coming back from another deck. Very soon, the 10 Pentacles. 10 Pentacles. It's an escalation. It's just the universe is assuring me. It's almost like the universe is saying to Virgo, look, everything's going to be great. Don't worry about it. Worrying about it and thinking about it and stewing about it. It's just take this information and let it enlighten you. Let it fill you up. Learn from the past. Who cares this is the way you should think in this energy. And I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just telling you this is, if it were me in this energy, I would be like, I don't care what's coming towards me. I know it's going to be great. Right? It's like that. I mean, it just keeps repeating itself. 10 Pentacles. Very soon. What's on top? Oh, Jesus. The Empress. I mean, it's the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot. Very soon, your tits are going to get real good. I know. It's an attracting energy. You are attracting things to you. Okay? You're reflecting in pure Empress energy. Don't get in its way. All right? You've got 10 Pentacles here because of this. Okay? Because of this. This right here, not going to do. 5 Wands, not going to do. Why is the Empress here? Because of the past. The reason you're reflecting and again, the 7 of Pentacles comes back, which is crazy because it was crossing the sun, and the card it's on top of, the 3 of Wands, is crossing the sun in my reading. Because of the past. That's why you're in this Empress energy. So, have some gratitude. The universe trying to tell you to inject some gratitude. Who gives a fuck what this runner soulmate's going to do? whether they come towards you or not. Have gratitude that you ever crossed their path, because it's because of them that you've grown. And I know you have with the Hermit here, center at the environmental energy. It's because of them that you've grown, that you have this energy around you, which is leading you to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, it's the easy way to paraphrase it. Okay, Six of Swords. This is just moving on to calmer waters from choppy waters. That Five of Wands, right? Remember the Five of Wands before the cut? Nonsense. Well, that's the choppy water. Get the fuck away from it. Move on. Learn your lessons from the past. Hey, listen, this is very important because this is what the universe wants you to know. I'm sorry if some of you Virgos might be disappointed that I'm not talking about, like I do with a lot of the signs, somebody coming in, somebody turning around, somebody this and that. Why are you so worried about what someone else is doing? For those of you that were thinking that. Why? Why the fuck do you... I don't spend one inkling of my day worried about what someone else is doing. I worry about me and what's going on around me and how I can improve myself, because that I know will attract better people to me, and then I'm surrounding myself with better people. If somebody ran from me, I sure don't give a fuck what they're doing. If they want to turn around and come back, fine, but they better show up great. They better show up, not as some page, right? Not as some immature child. You know, it is what it is. Stop worried about what someone else is doing. This is the universe trying to help you here. This is beautiful energy around you, but environmental energy requires your participation. Please keep that in mind. And I'm not saying, I know a few of you watching, you've done the work. Yeah, I can see it here. Fine. Then it's just reinforcing the work you've done. That's all the universe is doing here. Why is the Six of Swords here? Let's talk about this. All right. This is the final outcome. It looks like a happily ever after to me, but it's minor arcana, which means it's up to you. So again, we go back to that message of you're the one slowing this whole fucking shit down. So if you believe that it's not happening, that's your problem. Stop it. It's nice. And it all hinges on lessons from the past and gratitude toward the past. All your whole, not just the runner soulmate, your whole life. Gratitude for what you've learned. It's made you who you are today. The good and the bad. Why is the Six of Swords here? Again, wow, this reading. It's unreal, the symmetry of this reading. Six of Swords is crossed by the Three of Wands, which is the card it's right next to. Okay? It's just a whole new... As you move on to calmer waters here, make the decision to do that. The decision, right? It's up to you. Do what you want. As you make the decision to move on to calmer waters and learn the lessons from the past and believe, have some fucking faith in what you cannot see, that you're reflecting in pure Empress energy because of the past. Have some gratitude for that. That is rewarded as you move on to calmer waters. It's all new waters. You're surfing all new waters from what you're used to. I don't think a single lick of you ever had 10 Pentacles, right? Even if you were married in the past and you're divorced, right? Well, you didn't have 10 Pentacles. You missed it. It's fine. It's not a failure. It's perfectly fine. It didn't work out. It wasn't right. You had 9.5 Pentacles. I don't know. This is pure 10 Pentacles, especially when it's fueled by 4 Wands. The lessons from the past are there to make us better. So we move up a level. We get a higher quality person coming towards us. Someone whose vibration is there on our level. If you're on a low vibration, you just attract other low vibration people. I'll phrase it that way for those that like the spiritual tough stuff. Low vibration, doubt, bummed out, sad, still hung up on something, just attracts shit. That's all it does. You're not going to attract Mr. or Mrs. Right and that kind of shit. This does, though. That attracts Mr. or Mrs. Right. Very soon, you move on to calmer waters, learn the lessons, you'll be surfing some new waters here. Yeah, look at that. It's about the Ace of Swords. I believe it's a reconciliation energy, but I believe for your reading, it's a reconciliation with yourself. Okay? It's about finding yourself. That's sort of how I read the energy here. It's all up to you. It's up to you. You're the only one slowing things down. The energy is there. It is literally, you are swimming in it. It's like you're swimming in a pristine, beautiful thing, and you're there. You're in it. You're already in it. Why is the Ace of Swords here? 4 Pentacles. Yeah. It's an energy of fear of loss, right? Fear of loss. That's the card of the miser. There's a lot of fear there with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is here because I ask, why is the Ace of Swords here? This can tell me what you're realizing. You're realizing, the realization is how you hold yourself back. It's all about you. This whole reading is all about you. It's a realization of why you how and why you hold yourself back. It has to do with how you love. It has to do with how you process the truth about lessons from the past. In general, it has to do with lessons from the past. In general, it might have to do with pessimism in some level. And you might say, I'm an optimist, Steve. Everyone around me would say I'm the happiest person around and I'm not a pessimist. Don't take things to extremes. It only takes one drop of Windex to ruin 5 quarts of chili. Beautiful, beautiful Texas chili. 5 quarts, oh my God. If somebody put one little drop of Windex in it, it ruins the whole fucking thing. The whole thing tastes like fucking Windex. All right? End of the day. I'm not saying you have to be some monk who's just completely, enlightened and whatever. But acknowledge and be aware of when you're putting those drops of Windex in. And you do that slowly but surely, you kind of fix that. You can correct it. Because environmental energy simply requires your participation. You can always correct how you're participating. All right? Let's pull 3 cards from the universe and see what else it wants to tell you. Maybe I'll ask it about your runner soulmate to make some of you happy and quite frankly, if this reading didn't make you happy, if this reading finding out about you was something like, I'm disappointed, he didn't talk about my runner soulmate. If you're hung up on, you're still in 2 swords. You're still in the 2 swords phase. You're missing something. You're not even ready for something good to come towards you because you're hung up on something. We learn the lesson and we move forward. We don't get hung up. When we get hung up, we jam up our own life. You're wasting time, right? It's amazing how people waste time. We have such a limited amount of it. But yet we're so careful with money, right? Would you sit in your car and just waste time and chuck $100 bills out the window every 3 or 4 seconds? Just chuck them out. Chuck them out. Go take all the money out of your bank account and just keep chucking it out $100 at a time. Each time you light it on fire and chuck it out the window. No, we would never do that. But that's what most people do with their life. Time is worth the time, the just short amount of time that we're alive on this earth is wasted by most people. Hung up on shit. All right? This is the universe. It's what it's trying to tell you. That's all. The energy around you is beautiful. There's a lesson that you learned from that runner you're hung up on, that if you dig deep and find it, okay, will take you to 10 Pentacles, the real deal. And a solid new beginning, the 4 of Wands. Now I'm going to pull on that runner for you. Now, I'm going to give you a treat, okay, because Virgo's reading ended up being Lecture Virgo, and it's fine. Hey, it is what it is. People always got an off button. I don't charge anyone for these videos. You're not paying anything for it, so, whatever. Let's pull on that runner. But I would think, just like finding out the weather forecast, right? You turn on, you find out the weather. Oh, it's gonna rain on Tuesday. Perhaps we should cancel, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm your energy weatherman. A lot of you, the moon tells me that. A lot of you are unaware that this energy is around you. You're stuck. You're stuck in 2 swords for something that happened in the past. That's a waste of time. Might as well. It's amazing. It always amazes me how precious money is to people. They won't waste a nickel of it, but my God, they'll waste time. At the end of it, right, we end up dead. If you run out of money, you can just make more, right? You could just go get a job and make more, or come up with a new business idea, make more. But when you run out of time, you're dead. Okay, you're done with this particular lifetime. You don't make more, right? What that old song, Dust in the Wind, say? And all your money won't another minute buy, right? That's it. All right, tell me about the runner. For those that are worried about it, give me 3 cards and a bottom card. It really wants me to shuffle because it had not planned on telling you about this. Yeah, okay. 9 swords, 7 swords, 3 pentacles. Really, you're hung up over this person. Are you? You know from past Virgo readings that your person... Well, we've had some problems, Virgos and me, because of some of the things I've said about this runner. Okay? And I don't fucking care. If you're someone with this kind of energy around you, this is not the asshole for you, right? It's like that old Star Wars thing. These are not the droids you're looking for. This is the Jedi mind trick. Well, let me Jedi mind trick your ass right now. This is not the asshole you're looking for. Okay? This is deception down the center. These are red, center, left, right. I'm pulling on the one who ran from you. You're better than this, Virgo. You're better than this. This is 8 swords crossing 7 swords. It's someone who is so self-focused, it just pulls a loop around themselves and themselves and themselves and themselves. It's around and around and around. They're their own little whirlpool of energy, right? So, you know, right here. They are incapable. 9 of Swords. They worry. It gives them anxiety to have any kind of real commitment and partnership with somebody. Okay? That's your person. That's who you're hung up on, for those of you that are 2 crossed swords about this and mad that I didn't mention this runner in your reading. Okay? And yet I spent an entire reading talking about how fabulous you are and the energy that's around you. And the cards back me up on it. You could take it for what it's worth. All right? But will they return? I doubt it. 4 of Cups. I get it. I ask the universe for. I ask a question. I get a fucking answer. I'm Steve. Okay. I ask a question. I get a fucking answer from the universe. 4 Cups. Will they return? I asked. Probably, but it's for the same. Maybe, but it's for the same reason there that I always tell you in your readings. Because something hurt their ego and they want to try again. They want to bang you or whatever it is. Something about you and them hurt their ego. They might return to save face. They might. Might. If they do, it's under an energy of disappointment, like I've been talking about in the all signs readings. It's under an energy of disappointment. And with your person, you know, your 9 Pentacles, right? Something's coming to take you there, for sure. Oh, whoops, I flipped that around. They're reflecting as 8 Pentacles. If they do return, here's the Ace of Swords. You'll see the truth, right? You'll figure it out. Maybe it'd be good for some of you that are hung up on this person if they do return. But the happiness here, it's a whole lot of fairyland, the 10 of Cups. It's a whole lot of fairyland. It's a whole lot of fantasy land. What's really there? What's under that 10 of Cups? Winter, sadness, darkness, loss. Somebody here, whoever this runner is, if they do return, it's just to save face. It's just to make themselves feel good. They get nothing but anxiety over actually working with somebody on something, partnering with you, coming towards you. There's something about you that they get a lot of anxiety about having 3 Pentacles with. Okay? Worry about yourself. Take your lessons away from this. If they return and you want them, take them. I'm not telling you what to do. But I think if you do, based on the energy I get here, you're selling yourself short. And I have a right to my opinion, since I'm the one reading the energy here. All right? That said, do what you want. Make your own decisions. That is your reading. August is a big month. The energy comes at you fast. Don't waste it. Don't waste this energy. That is my advice. All right? And that's damn fine advice. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.